The other thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to ask this question. Were critics being racist towards Captain America Brave New World? Okay. Were critics being racist towards it? Now, what are you talking about? Is racism in the MCU? Yeah. So the reason I'm asking this question is because I saw Captain America Brave New World. And I've worked with Anthony Mackie before. I actually worked on the show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, back in 2020. No, 2019 going into 2020. Yeah, before COVID hit. Fun show to work on, by the way. And we were supposed to go overseas, but COVID had happened, and it was a bunch of stuff that caused it to get wrapped up real quick. And then we reshot it. But the reason I'm asking this is because the creation of this film before it was released, I heard it was so many reshoots. I heard that it didn't sit well with critics. People were bashing it before it came out. Like since last year, they kept saying that people had to be recast. There had to be so many reshoots, and the test audience hated it. It was just so much controversy surrounding this. And it started making me think back then. I'm like, what's really going on? Like, why? So anyway, fast forward 2025. I see the movie twice. I went to the movies and saw this movie twice. Went Friday, I had fell asleep because, look, I'm getting older now. If I see a movie after 9 o'clock and I didn't ate and had a drink, because I had like 2 drinks then, I fell asleep because I was tired. So I woke up and went the next morning. So I saw it twice. It was a good movie. It's a good movie. All right. I don't think it's as good as the last couple of Captain America films. It's a cheat code because Civil War was pretty much an Avenger movie. And then I feel like The Winter Soldier, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, is one of the greatest Marvel films. It's in my top 4 Marvel films ever. But this one was, if you were a fan of Captain America, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all that stuff, this was for you. But it was a dope storyline. It was good. Saw Red Hulk at the end. It was dope movie, solid movie. I'll give it that, right? So I didn't see anything bad about it. So it made me question. I'm like, the fact that it's a black Captain America, do you think that white people did not want to see a black Captain America? Now, before you try to chew my head off, right? You're going to say, well, they got the Black Panther. White people love going and supporting black superheroes and all this other stuff. Let me tell you the difference, okay? With Black Panther, that's somebody representing Africa. And a fictional, now it's all fiction, but it's a fictional place in Africa called Wakanda, okay? Captain America is more reality-based. Even though it's fictional, super soldier, all this stuff, right? It's fictional, but it's still representing America. Like they don't have made-up cities in America in Captain America. They were in DC, Washington, you know what I'm saying? Like it's based off the real world, So America, especially white America, they'll be cool. I want y'all to understand this. They'll be cool with you representing like foundational Black Americans. They're cool with us wanting to embrace Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because our lineage, everybody comes from Africa, but our lineage is actually in America. And when we start knowing that we didn't just come over here from slave ships, we were already here. Once we already know that, then we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that they know about our history more than we know about our history, but we're actually from this. This is our native land, foundation of Black Americans. It was discovered by Black Americans. We built this country and we were already here. Okay. The White House was literally built by Black Americans. This whole entire country was built from foundational Black Americans. So they have an issue when we want to represent America, but Wakanda, if you want to do that, that's fine. But I just started questioning, like, why did this film get so much criticism? Now, I know, of course, it's reshoots and all this other stuff, but I kept trying to see what was wrong with the story because I heard it was loopholes in the story. I looked at it and everything was fine. Everything was fine. I went in there looking to see, okay, what was all the hype about of it not being that good? It's better than most of these other Marvel movies that they've been releasing. It's one of the most solid ones that they've released since, now to be fair, after Avengers Endgame, these films haven't like the whole MCU hasn't really been on point like that, but you've had exceptions to the rule with some of these films. Some of these films have been wonderful. Some of them have been trash, like Eternals, and what's the other Captain? what's her name? Shoot, I can't think of her name right now. The white girl. Captain Marvel. Okay, Captain Marvel, and the Marvels, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, do you think that there was racism behind this because it's a black Captain America, it's a black man representing America? I want y'all to understand white people have issues with that. Okay. America can have issues with that, you know, representing that after a blue-eyed, blonde-haired super soldier, was represented. And I know in the comic book this really happened, but this is a worldwide film. So I started thinking, I'm just like, is that what it is? Is it a black thing? And like I said, Wakanda, Africa, embracing that is different because we're far removed from Africa. I don't, I know my lineage and DNA goes to Africa, all right, to the Congo, Nigeria, all that stuff. But I also have lineage that goes to Europe. You know what I'm saying? I did an ancestry.com thing, and a percentage of it does go to Europe. So, but I don't know what tribe I came from. I don't know what country I came from Africa. It's been thousands of years, hundreds of years since we've been removed from Africa. All right. I know my lineage is here. So it just raises the question, like, do you think that they had a problem just in general, just to hate on it because it's a black Captain America and they just kept doing the reshoots and stuff? And let me say this, it's successful. It's the number one film in America and one of the highest grossing Captain America films. So it was great. People loved it. So what was all the commotion about? The only thing I can think of, honestly, is racism. That's the main thing that I can think of, ladies and gentlemen. But what do I know? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just questions. I have questions about it. So you can let me know in the comments what you think.